Gbamajara mgbede ọma mgbede ọma ụmụ Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ keke unu mere ama na ahụ siri unu ike a na-ekwekwa egwu ekele nwere niile ekele ndị chi anyị Igbo ndị bụ na ndị egede nna m ụlọ Igbo anya na-anọ ụbọchị na-anọ Igbo ji debe na mmụọ nwe ya nwe ahịa mmiri na-enọ n'ala Igbo na mmụọ nwe mmiri wee kene aja n'Igbo nna kenenu kenani kene ikuku wee kene obi Igbo kene mmụọ nọ n'obi kene aja n'Igbo nna kene mmụọ niile Igbo ji de ebube bido n'elu ruo naanị were kene Chukwu oke abịa bụ ụmụnne nke koneda ama nọ na-aza ebe ka ada mmụọ nọ ada mmụọ nọ n'eyi nke ahụ ịfụtabe udo adọkwa akụwo n'ewegu ahụ ada ahụ ole m ijus nwanne m ikuku na-afụtakwu gịnị na-eme na ama na ibu ya na-ajụ ụmụnne m nwere ibe na-emenụ na widehi ọka si wee gwụ unu makala m ịbịa disi laif ike gwụrụ arụ m ụjụọ chi ere ka anyị kpọọ egwu a obere anyị chọrọ onye ndu na-abụ onye ọchịchị adanne anọ m ya ụmụnne m na-abụghị onye ọchịchị anyị chọrọ onye ndu na-abụghị onye ọchịchị ụmụnne m anyị agbachaa na egwu nke atọ mụ abụrụ m nnọọ egwu a ndị nne kụrụ ya like egwu akụrụ Amadike egwuregwu mara mma ụmụnne m asị nka m pụta Even although a joke of this rubbish man will be here. But I just want to send a message to him. Because I have an Exodus idiot. Very stupid man. Oh, wow. Only apply tire this one today. When we kill a fire for these rubbish people again. That first and the last. Because I know mad that chai in your chonyo ye chichaki in your dana. Roman Adandem Banande Gedaulonia chichaki in your narrow. This idiot call Biafra rubbish. Mele program nya. We set here this our gallant men. This our Mwajan. Igbo mulunze mwozo. Typically Fulani amuru n'Enugu State owu. Kita ka nna akpa gwara m unu. Iwe ona na-eso NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI nwere nke we onye Igbo. Watch all of them. Ha chere no born through we babi Allah. Etu usiri n'Enugu. Oba de eva. Ha ma no onye Enugu State ka. Ifuri Enugu ya ama. Our gallant man set here up can ebu women in Russia. Where they for delu, when me nonsense program on me. Where for that here. Each on equal makamari, where they allo IP. We did allo IP. Only on watch that yet no you de go sick email idel allo IP. Call on them this nonsense man. I don't gonna see Biafra tagiada. Oma that na Biafra no tagiada like that. Now before Biafra tagiada, a man onya meritiri, emoko no nuku mmon kanwo. Ijele nwan. Omogiwa na akpaji uga na waleze. Nagete na sumu aja na batagi otu adaba jiri we de ebube. Adi Igbo mulunze mwaza, echene eseta atagim. I just need na social media this evening. Picture, so I kept even manage a picture, maybe. It's okay. All reply, like, none ever tag him. Dangle my oko. Oh, as the tag get of Biafra, someone, or that on someone or this criminal. And on our life. Ojikwa mwa kwa keji we me live ya no go 247 tetelo na no mana adị m happy iwe wu nnukwu mmadụ nnukwu nwanyị oke nwanyị ayi ada mmụọ Exodus rubbish babi ala born through we na Enugu State ọnwụ na ịchọ ikwu maka nwanne gị iwepụta picture your brother kwuo ihe na nwanne gị nwoke. Man, ye na-ekwu okwu nwanne gị nwoke de ye rest in peace my brother. Wole picture onye ọzọ na-egosi. Onye ọ na-afrụ ya ji eche na onye anyị na-egosi onye nwụrụ anwụ. That ị na-elive zi message for ndị ọzọ. Onye m nwa họtara. Dị ibe mere nji wee think to wise. Wole mara na onye a ka ị na-ekwu na-asị na mege program. Ifrani we very stupid onye go Fulani ọma ibe. Ọ mmadụ dele m na this message we say my ada biko no we kwu mere this our brother o we wu na this criminal call Exodus furu na this our brother onye Igbo ka ọnwụ we na-enwe aṅụrị na ya we Biafra o we wepụta picture ka o mee ya expose ka egbu wo be that place kwari na mmadụ ibe this our brother mere adịghị mma that no wu na Russia government fu ya na this our brother awugodu na-egbu ya egbe ya atọ ya nga for that ibe ahụ ome. Instead this criminal call Exodus ya were nwanne anyị nwoke kpuchie o wepụta ya oyiwe na social media picture ga viral. Ọnwụ na this criminal Exodus ndị ogbu anwụ ọbara ọnwụ na owepụta this our brother onwere onye ya afọ ya na amadu no nwere program ome. We have never seen this our brother na social media before, and this guy was what Jan onye name one name. Oje wule wepụta na share na social media ka owu na make see what this guy mano Exodus na madanya NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI gburu ye. Iwe na ewe iwe na ntagri ya NGOZI. Why me jinja tag ya NGOZI? Ibe unu na na-eme na social media unu represent NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI. Even on na social media, don't go all of go Fulani corner na roll. She paid you people for that. Onya kanji we tag anya. Because ebuga chere di Exodus. It is someone that won't keep back about Obiamba, wherever what you see na Russia, or Troba Burugi. The show don't want the work. Oh, Wakitaka is in a brain eye like a mepe. Nyaki cho, ebe buona one leg work out ebugue, it's a kebu one kai, or ya legi. In as na make it even in you. Give me a make it here, in a fan the model. Why you what in I hope tumble one leg work and work. Exodus. Ina wafta for tombe wande gwoke nwuro. Wele gosi Biafra na wande gwoke na akpa wa isi na Russia. Wenye ndo mmadu ndomodu wele foto enye ndo mmadu ndomodu. Onye na-ejekwa Russia ya biko. Ya ma ya dokwa kiafo. Why ji wafta picture gu wande gwoke gosi ya Exodus. Exodus onye arụla na ndo ogbu anwụ ọbara. Ikwu wele ikala obi wote wafta picture ada. Ebe na agwa Biafra eziokwu na-enye ụmụnne m ndụmọdụ ọ naghị isi ekwu okwu ka esi enye ndụmọdụ ijiri ahụ apụta ka eji gbagbuo onye ijiri ahụ gbapụta ka ọrụkwa na also na plan because onye ọnwụna through this guy fear na your platform eya asị na agitation ọ na agitation ibe ọbịa Russia ime ụka ọpụta ka esi eme ihe ma ọ mụtazie ka esi eme ya gịnị
Ada devo na ndeke.
No.
Devo.
No, is one name.
Devo.
No. All this Exodus can na fight. Because this idiot wala anything. Jereje wale photo wajan. No Russia. Wale je wafta eba de alo IP my brother. Mu wacheni no this guy ka on ekuru alo IP. Nwebia na waya se ndo otu ngozi ejere be cause egbu hu obe nwa mmadu na Russia.
Chineke.
Ya ka obia na asu no nwanne nwoke ka egburu na Russia ya wele ze picture another person. He said oh ye wele picture nwanne nwoke we send the live message. O we for this our brother no otili onye awu onye ami ka owu nna bai keregodu mu ajani piko ka wele kodewe n'otu.
Ụmụ Chineke ekene m unu. Abani a ga-adịkwa kpọkpọ because there is fire on the mountain.
Run.
Run. My name is Raphael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam, the acting Minister of Information. Because Tondo Nobeba Anachi Asi and actually also Kweruana and the almost Sabo. So by the grace of God, I want to manage the ministry kadi kwa vacanto and I'm okay GML how come I can do ties now makia kanji
oh we go to na make ogun wa chofro so ni akpala and you dey na mo na juju ogun wa chofro so ni akpala wo kwa fe na akpakala wo je ba jeje phone wo group janja weed oh ya na group janja weed no lo pesa idea
mban no possible
na kedi bi na agochadoro ọnụ
possible.
No,
so Chineke anyị abịago na this platform Adandembo na Ndegede a ga-agba ekwensu ọtọ today.
Aya abịago ụmụ Chineke aya abịago ụmụ ndị ife aya abịago na otumiwasị nka nkọrọ ndị uchu egwu.
Yes. Nna ọkụ na-agba be mbe Orabugboro Fulani ọ na-ada setcha this thing nke ọ na-ekwu na abatazie n'ọgbọ wee bọzie ndị Orabugboro Fulani ọsọ na-agbakwa ahụ unu don't mind them apụta na asị na anyị enwekwa ha nsogbu at all brigi enweghị nsogbu ndị nwe nsogbu bụ ndị otu Ngozi Orabu Fulani unu ọfụrụ oge nkele bụ onye otu Ngozi Orabu Fulani Sonia Parawa, ndị otu Ngozi Orabugboro Fulani, they are all the same people working for the same project. So that is why in Brigi Obatobie, Kufu Brigi Obatobie, anyị nwe ha ụgba digo di anyị na-eme ya settle ya na-aga n'ihu because this Brigi ya ga-ewetara anyị USB anyị fụrụ ha na-adọkata ya USB mba USB orube oruo na USB a ga-agwa ụnụ. So ka m kene unu with nke a ka ada ndị mbụ na ndị gere gago n'iru with ihe ọ na-akọwa. Then ada send go that video ahụ adịgo ready ama m efugo ya. Ada dị on the phone. So anyway, all I did because we are going to expose the highest have happened today. Okay, today. And I go to that now. Mbasi fall back. Some people say fall back people. The hierarchies are falling back, and the fall back in Ghana falls back. Now, for if it was here, but anymore, no, if I was outside, now follow back. Father, follow back outside. So it is good what is happening. You can see the title of our program today: breaking. Breaking. Dorothy.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. I wish the Kuna in short, I got this letter in a more formidable way because
I'm by Kukuna Makesi, all the good such a thing.
Also now breaking
News.
Dorothy joined the exodus from NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI.
I can finish here. What put this idiot on this platform?
Hear the news in detail.
They can finish here. But this down says never. Hey, exodus. If anything happened to this Wajani, go now your Madam NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI, the responsible, because for you to expose this our brother Kebwe Russia, it won't yalan. It was what I knew. Lundo Buangobal. Okay, can be a waggy. Even question Uncle Million will equate. If anything happened to this innocent man, or one each of these send a message, Imaki send a message. Ijede alo IP because him and bugie. Anumano. Ide alo IP makani him and he send the go goodbye. Ka bobu kwonye teshi we babu one nigga woke man leleki. If anything happened to this guy, because he come from what and woka, alo IP delu. Eche no ki del alo IP. Aman alo IP you were dele one nigga woke eba bulu na losha alo IP. Wole picture on yours on the video on yours name. Onye free this our brother Kina Agba. From Russia, and ask no money this guy. Wait changes the honor. This animal no Turam Nalani. Babi ala majid one to war. Ekos I not put a phone wajan or throw ya bobugi. Ewu can't you ponya eba no troko can wait because about the moon we just gave on a because he gave on an is an insult for me. He let myself down. And I know ya. Yo can whoopie makana no obia call. Then one na whoopie. Van because you come 1 second.
Go ahead.
Can reply at this idiot.
Go ahead.
Because he be away reply. And then I shout to quack. Because Van I need on a media team. Since 2021. I was here. I na boneba mbelele obatobie. I mean, when I fight in the DOS. Van one nwoke ezokonemo. Don't hide me. Onweketana bossy from one and do DOS.
At all.
Now fight obatobie.
Well,
Agwa will go 247. Yaje after that video. Yaje after that video. Also known on social media. Namunga wa dandembo nandegede. So caterpillar jirinjebe onwa dibia caterpillar eji akpa afa muje. Namunga wa dandi boss caterpillar na fight obata obie.
Kambo ugo mere nke ofu okwa after nke o me yesterday go
bi o agbara m Biafra no ye mecha apụta maka onye awu idiot video ahụ o mere yesterday tata ka o mere nke a.
Okay,
Do you believe na this man si na munwa wa adande mbo na ndekede obiawa angel munwa wa adan muo solo weje Finland jeme envers Biafra liberation na munwa fight refa na akpọ yi na ma akpọ yi onanya obata obie ka na-akparị ndị our angels igwe ka ọ na-ekedi mgbe agwa m ugo 247 ya wepụtasịa ọmala dati vidio ahụ ebe ahụ mkparịrị igwe karịa ọbata obi ya biko ya wepụta ka Biafra afụ
yes
o nwebu onye mgbe o kwuru okwu a olukwekọta atọ ọfụtakwa ege na ọ na-ese ndiziri igwe meseji ifu ebe ọ na-akpa igwe ọkwa onye bịa yesterday si Biafrans wee na ya na-anụ ebe ọ na-akpara igwe kịta ka ọ na-akpọzi igwe iyi
onye abụọ ọfọ fụrụ ya
ọgwụ na actually this guy
yes na
ifu program this man mere today about igwe na ndị ochie isi ọkwa vam asị m tụfiakwa ọkwa udere 247 ka m ji mee life yesterday ndị mmadụ na-ahụ ihe ọ na-avomit ihe o kwuru if na anyị niile dị surprise ịnụ ebe udere 247 kwugasịrị okwu ahụ olu tata mebi na-akwụọna ya ụgwọ itinye ego karịa ego nke e nyere ya pam obunye bịazie ebe a na-akparịzi iwu ifu program this man mere today criminal adị n'ebe a
onye abụ onye ori na onye abụ agboro this guy is a criminal na
nwoke nwere stand jọgbukwara onwe ya
I'm telling you
nwoke nwere stand so ibe nji wepụta udere 247 na m nwa ada ndị mbụ na ndị egere chalenjiri ya ọ mara ebe ahụ mkparịrị ọbata obi ya DOS ya wepụta ya ọ mara ebe ahụ nwa kwuru kwugide our angel mụnwa ji tinyere isi ka na fight up to today this man si na mụnwa nwa ada mmụọ kpaliri our angel ọ mara ebe ahụ ya wepụta sọsọ is a challenge ọnwụ na ugo 247 ewepụta ifia wibe ya shut up and go and control with that toy o dere n'ụlọ ọkpọrọ nwaanyị sọsọ ife nwere ike ịgwadobe ya ndewo nna be anyị so ka anyị na ife anyị ji wee bịa
the guy is a hopeless person
very idiot surprise
no very hopeless person
so nna m gaa n'ilu
so fellow Biafrans ono afugo that na ọbata obie our second pope gaga n'ogwu okwu gosi that na you can never sabotage me and succeed
at all.
You can never. So all the bunch of people sorrow this lunatic woman nwanyi isi mgbaka ndị mmadụ esoro this woman Soria, and you look at them, some of them are people that are well to do, elderly people, intelligent people, good mothers, fathers. Ndị na-achọ Biafra fasoro this woman, and the woman ebido n'isi mbido say you know that now the people that prime minister selected, that we arrange USB, that we coordinate USB, the leader of the people, the leader of those people, her name is what? Dorothy. Aqua Dorothy, because the best person, in fact, you will hear it from Dorothy's mouth today. The heartbeat of whatever NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI started doing is with this Dorothy. Dorothy anuwana potara nisi Ngozi na ihe obuni na-eme imejugo ozugo. We cannot betray Biafrans. We cannot betray Biafrans. The end of the road. Chetakwana na onye bụ onye isi amị o were kpọọ onye amị were nye ike as the army coordinator, director, everything. Now, but everybody in battle, to the extent of Igabana, the army's general, the general of all generals, Igwe Butuzo. Ogwonye mbendu na so yo so. Onye na-emekpa afia ọbụna mgbịrịgba anọhọ. Ọ na-ejuma afọ. Butuzo. Owega meet Butuzo. Wega challenge ya, si Butuzo. Ọ dị ka na-eri ego with oge nkere, nke emekwa nke eme ha. Butuzo we si ya na ya ga-atụkwa ya na arụsị. Amama Butuzo tụrụ that idiot na arụsị o ji mee na oruo dị 1 month or 2 months. The idiotic onye amị agba ọsọ. Ụna aka na afọ onye amị. Onu aka na afụ dị idiot a na-akpọ onye amị ka ha agba ọsọ. Mbadu ndị nwere sense eji waya na-adụ azụ until yesterday. Yesterday nke a na-akpọ Dorothy nke bụ the heartbeat. Ime ha na-akpọ heartbeat. That is mkpụrụ obi. Onye abụ mkpụrụ obi Ngozi. Mkpụrụ obi Ngozi etipiago.
na vam pịa ya ebe a.
Mkpụrụ obi Ngozi etipịago final. So ọ bụrụ na enwe onye ọbụla bụ onye Biafra ọnwa Jani, if you are for this freedom and you hear where Ngozi is saying USB, under my leadership USB, and you did not run away, your name is sorry. Your name is sorry, because you can never know Ngozi more than these people that are running for their lives. Nkana or Dr. Agi, unu ga picture today na video nka na na. Before I watch this video, before I have go the letter Dorothy dere to resign from NGOZI ORABUGBORO, the terrorist ORABUGBORO Fulani. Ụmụ Chineke, we are telling you that look, all of you that are being deceived today, don't think that with Ogenkere and expose Ngozi. I expose Ngozi with Ogenkere. Ogenkere have his own agenda. Now today, if we can tell you categorically that NGOZI ORABUGBORO Fulani is a criminal, and with the same mouth we are telling you that Ngozi put her criminality, and you will back, that is a true evidence of backward, yeah. All criminality on art and na ka expose ya. Go recorded criminality, recorded with evidence in America, everywhere. Of which now, if we are telling you about Okenkere and we are showing you the recorded evidence of his criminality and his evil, you are not supposed to doubt us. You're not supposed to doubt us. But not many days from now, if you are still stubborn and you are still wasting your life, your resources in supporting either Ogenkere or NGOZI ORABUGBORO Fulani, you will just have yourself to blame. It is better for you to go and lock yourself up in the house. It's even better for you to go and join P2B than that you are following these people in the name of Biafra. Because now you are not part of Biafra. I chose Biafra than not Biafra, so any of these two people. I'm telling you. So today will get you all, mind fixated on where you should be all today, honestly speaking, because we are not here we come with gibberish or akoko. It is with evidence. So we are going to play this video first of where Dorothy, because so that you will see the person we are talking about here, where Dorothy, was given her position in Ngozi's government, and then how she presented herself and her position. After that, we are going to go to the letter that she wrote. If for that video, now that WhatsApp, I play.
Ndemele passport na identity. Oh. Agwara m unu ejekwana ọya na-ebere passport. Ya na-abụ maka passport. I told them, unu ejekwana eme passport unu. Unu ejekwana mana unu egeghị m ntị. Ngwa na ọkwa ose etiena. Ibone ka nna nọ. Ose etigo. Mgba ya.
Play, but this is just here just to go soon.
Yes,
this first woman in the band, Dr. Agrenka Bogoso since. Or was the also self or they born.
No,
it's all this video. I'll give me introduce. I just want to have the picture.
Okay. Go, my John. Mbachire ka mee ka obu ibu. Umuajani, welcome to the mobile phone. Welcome to the NGOZI ORABUGBORO Fulani gang terrorist group. Those people when they walk with you, they scam Biafra. This is one and information minister. We're giving me suspension. Because if I say, if I find out our angels, nobody they give it them money, I no go be happy. This woman, because of that, didn't give me 2 weeks as a pension. Before NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI add it to 2 months. So, welcome, Biafrans. This is the Agi, Madam Agi. The Bono.
Already in Biafra from your description. Biafrans, are you not happy? Are you excited? We are, right?
Excited.
Okay, next is Dr. Dorothy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you so much. So I'm standing on the existing protocols. I'm Dr. Dorothy Anthony. Actually, I will be I am the secretary. I will be the secretary for the Department of Interior and Homeland Security. It will be a governmental body responsible for managing the United States of Biafra internal affairs, ensuring public safety, and protecting our nation from internal and external threats. I think the department will be working interwoven with the Ministry of Defense. The role will also include maintaining the law and safeguarding our borders, managing resources, and responding to emergencies. So the department also will play a vital role in ensuring that our citizens feel safe and secured in their various counties, wards, or communities. Our nation's border will be secured, and the migration.
Now, you see, Biafrans, pay attention because she's telling you her role in NGOZI's sabotaging government and cabinet. Now, one thing you ask yourself is this. These people, what actually made them believe that what they are doing is the right thing? What is it that made them believe? The simple thing that made them think that what they are doing is the right thing is that they believe they have succeeded in cutting off our prime minister. They believe that they have succeeded in erasing or deleting our prime minister from anything called Biafra restoration. They know that the prime minister's blueprint to Biafra was authentic. They believe and they know, they are assured that everything the prime minister have done to the point where he was taken away by Finland for the unglorious arrest and questioning that they are doing up to now, they know that everything that the prime minister have done to that point, that it is all perfect. So for them, they are convinced that, look, we don't need this man again. We don't need him again. Because you know that up till this point that this shameless woman wrote this letter, none of them cared about the prime minister. This woman, she is well-to-do. If she wanted to go to Finland to visit the PM or to see what's going on in PM with the PM, she could go. But you don't see her talk about it. None of them talk about the PM's or deal or what the PM is going through. None of them cared whether NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI is connected with the PM. They don't even care. For them, with NGOZI, they are good to go. Yes, for them. That's why NGOZI called and gave a Minister of Interior Affairs and everything that has to do with the government of Biafra. So for her, it doesn't matter. They are already going to get Biafra with NGOZI. And whichever way NGOZI wants to govern Biafra, they don't care. As long as they are part of it, it's okay. So which is to tell you that there is nothing difference between them and the Nigeria system. By hook or by crook. Not even by justice, not even by fairness, not by integrity. By hook and by crook. NGOZI is doing whatever she's doing by hook and by crook. They are connected with her, and as long as they were going to maintain their position by hook or by crook, they can go. Because I don't see what will give this woman that power, that audacity, that power, that thing, that boldness to think that you can go ahead, reject and abandon the captain of the ship that is taking us to Biafra, abandon him in that hole wherever he is, and then let's go on. They don't care. So that's why I am telling you, resigning is not their salvation. That you resign is not the final salvation, because they will still pay for whatever evil they have done or have made to happen to our prime minister. I am telling you, if not for all these things that these people have done so far, believe you me, Prime Minister Yagahano up to this time on that place. Everything that is keeping our prime minister for more questioning and more questioning is as a result of what NGOZI Orabugboro Fulani and what Ogechukwu Nkere have been pushing, have been doing. I'm telling you, because if they, after Finland, everybody remained in Brigi, continue to follow on, hoping and expecting that, yes, PM will come out. We will all be operating in one mind, with one faith and one goal. There's no way our PM wouldn't have come out by now. There's no way. But you will see that these people are aware that NGOZI, who comes to tell people that Finland have called me terrorist, they have called American people and told them that I'm terrorist, they know it's a lie. And they know that NGOZI have gone to Finland not less than 3 times since after the Finland declaration. They know. But you won't see any of them come out and say it. But except maybe now, if they want to redeem their soul, they will begin to confess. So let me allow her to speak so that you understand. I just wanted to lay a little bit of background for you to understand who these people are. And the reason why they are running away now, why did they even embark on this journey, that they know is heading nowhere, is what I cannot explain. So let us listen to her. And I played.
Please, Betty, please use your time to better thing. I'm as in better even chocolate.
That will be managed effectively.
Anyway,
and also the resources will be distributed equitably, and our national heritage will be preserved. In fact, this particular department will be the heart of United States of Biafra, at which mission will create a secured, inclusive, and equitable society. My dear Biafrans, as the foundational pillar of our nation, our new nation, this department will ensure that
as a foundational pillar,
and bearing in mind that the vision for this department will foster secure.
Also, as a foundational pillar, I want people to understand her level in NGOZI's government, or what she means to NGOZI. She is a foundational pillar. She said it here, and that's the truth. She is a foundational pillar in NGOZI's government.
Yes.
So as far as NGOZI is concerned, this is a foundational pillar. So if this foundational pillar is falling,
let me tell you something, Deja. I so much happy for what this woman did, because for this woman upon her position with NGOZI, for her to resign is a very big tax and a very big sacrifice. Yes. Honestly, I will never say anything bad against her. Anybody will fit come out and stand strong, or not to this one, come out today, you fall back tomorrow. When you come out here, I will say, Age did it. I am we watch it for that. I didn't fight Age or insult her or something like that, because for her to come out and wrote what she wrote, it's true that she didn't wrote what this our sister wrote. This our sister go inside. She really go inside and explain some certain things. Agi didn't explain anything, but if you wrote this small thing where Agi wrote, we know that she said it all. So I'm happy, and I can tell her seriously congratulations, because for you to come out without without a mind or no mind. And then they get even without
minding what people will say. Without minding what people will say.
Without minding what people will say, without minding the social media side, people will bring out, without even think about if I hear it. In fact, Madam Dorati, if you hear my voice, congratulations. You did a great job for the camping yourself. It's true that it's too late because a lot have because of you, a lot is you've covered a lot of umpo now in Igbo language. Vam. It you can continue now about this thing because I don't sure.
No, you got because I want to something touch just play it. Maybe no
society where every Biafran will strive, will have the support, will have equal access to opportunities in order that every individual strive will be protected, and not just anybody coming anywhere to harass our citizens. We will be committed to safety and well-being of our citizens. Bearing in mind also that the mission of this particular department, we provide robust and adapt interior and homeland security, every interior and homeland security services, which include not limited to immigration, citizenship services, customs, prisons, and correctional services, road safety and fire services, law enforcement and control, protection.
Are you seeing the department 1 year coverage? Road safety, prison, immigration. 1 year. The position, this is the, if there's anything NGOZI is thinking about, we know that what NGOZI is playing is just a game to distract us. But I want you to know the caliber of somebody that have dumped NGOZI inside dustbin. Play.
Some remember that 4-man committee where NGOZI the brag about where our PM.
She's the head of that
this
committee.
Woman, I be the chairman of that 4-man committee.
Exactly.
So that in Biafrans, we people will know now.
So this woman have more in after this convention, when PM comes out, maybe when we start to negotiate and plan for Biafra, the position that a prime minister have set aside for this woman is higher than that of NGOZI and anyone in the government. So she is somebody that is even higher than NGOZI in PM's arrangement.
For our PM to make her the chief of the chairman of the 4-man committee is not a small distance. And remember, this woman just is like she just joined the cabinet. Is not long joined the cabinet, or she's the old
not very old, but she's got something to offer. She's got something to offer for PM to draw. Anyway, NGOZI push her, make sure she get that position, get close to PM. But she's got something upstairs, you know. She's got something. She's more intelligent than NGOZI.
She's intelligent. She's very intelligent.
Yes. She's more intelligent than NGOZI.
She's very, very intelligent woman because she's very, very in. At initial time, this woman is somebody that I respect so much that I don't know that she will descend so low. Make with it.
Go ahead.
An emergency preparedness, database cybersecurity, and statistics, census, and national identity. Name it. And I'm also using this opportunity to tell my great Biafrans, we have suffered untold hardship. And you should be very, very lucky that we have professionals, we have experienced Biafrans who are ready to sacrifice their life to make sure that Biafrans who have suffered will enjoy Biafra, no doubt about it. So I am using this opportunity also to tell you that we are going to employ professionals, experienced leaders, not rulers, We are not going to have rulers in Biafra land, but leaders. Leaders who will be respected, who will know who have the interest of their masses, the interest of the Biafrans in their hearts, and also those who are ready to learn. This is not a matter of I'm a doctor, I'm a professor, or I'm a whatever. It is a matter of, are you ready to learn? Are you eager to learn? So be resilient, be resolute that you're going to have the best. In as much as you're going to learn, every individual who is willing to grow and contribute to the nation of Biafra will make sure that everybody is on board. So please, my dear brothers and sisters, we use this opportunity to call everybody to come on board. This is your nation. It's my nation. It's the nation of our future generation. Everybody must bring his or her talents, their skills, to make sure that they work to make our Biafra nation what they know how best to do. Besides, those of us who are living abroad, honestly, I want to go home as I'm just sitting here to tell you the zeal other people have to go home and build Biafra. We don't mind building it from the scratch. We are ready. You have seen those who have already spoken, how resilient and how the spirit of Biafra is in them to build Biafra. Please forget about every distraction and focus on Biafra. Thank you very much. And this is a call to action. God bless us all. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Well, okay. It's like Okugo hand when we both that now this is a heartbeat. I don't know
Yeah,
if I yeah, that's what I was waiting for her to say. When she said that this is the heartbeat, she is the heartbeat. She said it in this thing. Maybe if I have time to play it again next time. Anyway, let me get you the write-up, what she has actually written for this. Ada, I don't know whether you can see this. No, I'm going to send it there. Yes.
Man, I pempe.
Okay. Okay, I didn't know so that I'll be able to read it.
And here, Jikwa so that also so that our people can follow. Okay, just a moment with Borebo.
Wait, I need to see. The thing has run away from me. Where did it run from me? Okay, let me see. Okay, it's here.
Zoom here.
Wait, this is I can on a roll.
Yes,
is it rolling? Okay, let me see. If I zoom it more than this, it will be like this. I'll be reading it like this. Are they okay?
Or if not, I am badana.
Huh? Okay, badana or the big Abby. Because I just want to be sure that I'm reading this.
Because
no, okay.
Okay, I'm happy like this here. Okay.
Okay, what okay.
I want to cover the letter. Forgive.
And I cover the letter. That's what I'm saying. Kind of like that. Okay, so that we can or they can join me to read it. Even when I do it like this, I believe they can see it.
Anyway, na go kwa na afia mana o ya aka mma na owo na iwegonyitele ye agonya wesero gonya ọ na-adụ mma ọ na-atụ
like this, you go from the comment section if they can see it.
Yes, I have man ye mean that na ayan mo na gonna aba nose na the lion.
No worry, how worried about me are you? So let them
just ọ na mme yo na ọ na-apụta mana ọ na nwepụta m na gonna aba the letter pempe. Happy ka we ba ji aye me very na
the most important thing just by the side.
Like that, very important.
So Biafrans, this is a very long read, about 8 pages. So you guys no. So let me just put it this way so that I wouldn't be struggling to be widening it. I'll read it very okay. Now here we are. A formal resignation from the cabinet and from the position of secretary, Department of Interior and Homeland Security. A stand for upholding transparency and integrity in the USB government. But you know, people don't that way we are not with it now. We are fake USB charger. Anyway, so this woman did a very great thing. No, she took her time. She took her time. I have not read this thing. I've only read just a few lines. I've not gotten to anywhere. So as I'm reading it tonight, we are reading it together. So let's just, because it's a very long one. I said, instead of saying to read it, because I just got it this evening, let us read it together with Biafrans so that we'll all learn from it. So this is a resignation letter from this lady you just listened to just now. To all cabinet members, from Secretary, the Department of Interior and Homeland Security's report on date July 18, 2025. Dear cabinet members, I write to formally report on a number of concerns and unresolved issues that I encountered during my time serving as the Secretary of the Department of Interior and Homeland Security, a role I was honored to assume shortly after the redeclaration of Biafra, and in the absence of His Excellency, the Prime Minister, Simon Njoku Ekpa. Throughout my tenure, several matters arose that required urgent attention, clarification, or strategic action. However, due to limited opportunities to present these issues formally or discuss them within appropriate cabinet forums, many of them remained unaddressed. Today, I am using this medium to clearly outline those concerns as part of my formal report and to respectfully announce my decision to step down from my position. I sincerely thank you in advance for... Okay, I think like this will be better. So I will just line it this way. I sincerely thank you in advance for taking the time to read through this report. I begin with one of the key matters that demanded continued oversight, the diaspora ID card application form and process. Hold on. Okay. And process, including the steps that were taken to address its deficiencies. To address its deficiencies and the outcomes of those efforts. All right, now, diaspora ID card application form concerns. Security and verification concerns. During several subcommittee meetings, concerns were raised about the diaspora application forms before it was posted in the Biafra Security Administration BSA website. These forms lack basic security features and do not meet verification standards such as Jumio compliance. Critically, the forms do not collect adequate personal identification information required for a standard ID card. This shortcoming leaves the process vulnerable to misuse by non-Biafrans. Are you guys following? So this woman is telling you that NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI came into this ID card to make it very porous, just the same way Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Buhari was able to open the borders to allow non-indigenous and non-Nigerians to come in and have their ID card. Fulani from Futajalon will come and have ID card. The same way NGOZI wanted to make sure that the ID card she is proposing, she wants to start making Biafrans to apply, she will make it very easy so that non-Biafrans can easily come and apply for this ID card. That's exactly what this woman is saying.
Van nwanne m ọkwa nwaanyị a na-abịa na social media na bịa fundraising na-ekwu okwu this ID card. Nwanyị ojii wee jụ onweghị na-enwe m dat na ịma na ife ị na-eme adịghị mma. Ebe ịma na ife ị na-eme adịghị mma at initial time ka ị ga-asị no. Onye ibido imegide deceive gide ndị mmadụ ndị mmadụ a na-abịa na-etinye application oluzie na-akwụ ụgwọ oluzie mgbe enye ha ID card ịma na erie n'ego a ana m ashaut ibe a since resign kọbazie onye ka ọ na-agwado oke na nke ibe onye agwado dị na ya nwa na onwe ya patikara ya nwa na onwe ya maka ya nwa na onwe ya na-eme na social media even ọ na-anọ na kọmputa verify ya data mmadụ na social media ma na ya na akọletie ma na akọletie this woman mana ife no fake na ọ dị mma and Ngozi kwukwere ya ekwu na emere ya ọ dị easy. Why oji mee ya oppose? Why oji wee support onye ndị mmadụ na-eweta ego na ndị mmadụ na-echezi ka enyefe identity emena is like na emere second batch na third batch mama na nke no kama nọ ya and many na mere nu kwa na ndị mere the first batch of identity ewetachabeghị identity ha.
Okay.
Like in that in Finland, they collect the identity. I say a post to see everybody na befa.
But here, every identity card they made before Finland bo authentic because all of them this one here about Jumio. Look at this thing I'm outlining here. Jumio compliance. So Ngozi deleted this Jumio compliance. And
before Ngozi maybe I in a meeting because I'm support Kwaji because before they take order this thing, how they correct a meeting before he maybe how would the minister and then Nane Kukwa because all the way go I ate you on a call what for this side I don't support her and this because always she condemn even that it was ibido condemn wa they can battle vote as in the Bible way mwa condemn uri ozugbo wesi nta na ekwete mmemeche change your mind otu aka ekwesi isi na eme na aga n'iru.
Exactly, she should have cried out earlier because she have made many Biafrans to go and pay money, and in fact only God know how many Fulani people that Ngozi Orabugboro Fulani have also given this
homeland. Homeland.
Yes,
but this identity, na homeland or had to be involved. Yes. For their security. But even this woman goes to scam people. That money if I'm not interested.
Yeah. Okay, so she stresses that this shortcoming leaves the process vulnerable to the misuse of non-Biafrans. Okay, now the case of non-Biafran applicants. A specific case highlighted this risk. A non-Biafran applicant successfully applied for the Biafran ID card. Biafran applied. Upon review of the attached birth certificate and the supporting document, it was confirmed that neither of the applicant's parents were Biafran. The concern was brought up and I escalated this matter to the COS DPM. Ngozi Orabugboro Fulani. After discussion on the validity of the applicant, further investigation showed that the applicant's listed residence was in the UK, raising additional concern about the oversight of the would-be diaspora application form process on an affair. So she raised her concern because only made this thing on UK. Okay, let's go to page 2. Now here they're gonna go 8 pages. Lack of confidence in the current form. Lack of confidence in the current form. Due to the above concerns, many eligible Biafrans have refused to apply using the current diaspora form. On the contrary, African applicants were the only ones encouraged to submit their forms through that means. The reason being that hard copy applications based on directives from their representatives were submitted initially. This was to ameliorate the issue raised by their representative, who was one of the cabinet members, giving them access to get their ID cards, having applied for almost a year. So that is to say, they applied from Africa for the first Jumio, any process, Chabel. NGOZI, to be able to make it easy for them, she had to dilute it and make it like water, so that the security in that ID card that our PM actually, was so proud of, to tell you that Nigeria and Biafra can never be the same. At a point, our PM even did a video and said that in Biafra, it will never be like Nigeria, where Tinubu went to school as a woman and graduated as a man, and he is now a president. That Biafra will never be like that. But for NGOZI, she doesn't care. Biafra can as well be like Sokoto. ID card security and authentication. ID security and authentication. My request to strengthen the security features of the diaspora application forms was declined. So this woman applied and she requested that we should strengthen the features for the diaspora application form. Her request was declined. Specifically, I recommended that applicants' ID cards be uploaded as part of the application process. But this was rejected under what I consider NGO attached to this report. Excuse me, I missed something. He said, where am I? But this was rejected under what I consider NGO. Okay. Attached to this report is a list of the recommended security features for the diaspora ID application form. These suggestions were developed after thorough input from professionals within my department, who expressed serious concern over the weakening of the form and its potential vulnerability. So she continues to insist that not only her, some of the professionals that were in her department also expressed their concern for the vulnerability. But of course, NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI, she declined their efforts to make things better. Okay, let's go on. Attachment 1, security and standard features. Additional challenges encountered during the diaspora ID card. It's easier for me to read it without highlighting it, but let me see. Let me highlight them first and then I'll read so that you can see where I read and where I stopped. Okay, I'll read all this place now. Additional challenges encountered during the diaspora ID application process. Several critical issues were encountered throughout the diaspora ID application process, including facial verification was not verifiable or integrated with any authentication system. Applicants were not required to upload any form of identification or government-issued ID card for authenticity checks. There was no incorporation of Jumio verification, regarded as very important by His Excellency Simon Ekpa, or similar digital identity verification tools. None of them were applied. The application did not require confirmation that the passport photograph submitted matched the identity presented to the cabinet members during the interview process. As a result, applicants' personal information was not and will not be properly captured or presented in a manner consistent with the standard expected of a valid ID application form. So if all these things were not in this application that NGOZI submitted or was selling to Biafrans, what kind of ID card was she now selling? That means she's selling Oluwole ID card. It is simple
Oluwale. Oluwale Mba. Hey, I have an even. Biafra Bia Ejide na egwowa ka wele egwowa ji na anega.
Yes, because what it means is that somebody can just, it is just like somebody going into a kiosk anywhere and say, I need ID card. They'll just go into computer.
I cry this thing na social media. Now warn on them mad. Biafrans can bear me witness. I cried out. I tell Biafrans, I tell people, don't to put your hand in this ID card. Na carton, na then go give you. I tell them, now you see, any now about that ID card, now that's in this woman they talk here now. Everything I said.
Okay. So you are also right. Any one of you are right. If you continue, if you add Oluwole to the name of NGOZI, we can add title of Oluwole NGOZI. Add it to her title, you will be correct. So let me highlight this one and also read. Now, the attempt option to verify ID via Zoom proved ineffective. Dr. Orabu Fulani proposed an alternative approach. Applicants should present their personal identification cards during Zoom meetings for direct verification. In line with this directive, I approached Reverend Domenica. Reverend Domenica. That sister Muswa. I approached Reverend Domenica. I approached Reverend Domenica, who volunteered to assist with this task. Together, we tested the feasibility of verifying ID features through Zoom video. Unfortunately, our trial confirmed that it is not technically feasible to reliably view or verify the security features of physical IDs through Zoom. The video quality and the screen glare made it difficult to read the details or confirm the authenticity of the ID cards. Recognizing the limitations, I asked Reverend Domenica to reach out directly to Dr. NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI and explain the challenges we encountered. We invited her to the Zoom.
You see, how can you work with somebody? You can't even discuss with that person. For this woman, send the Dominica, the commander, for this woman, send the Dominica to go and discuss with NGOZI. Shows that this woman, she's tired to go to NGOZI.
Yeah.
Because NGOZI is not somebody that you can talk to. It's not somebody you can explain something to. That when she said that so I don't get the come.
That's so anything she talk, that's what it will be. You can
make I calm down because if I go fast, I they cut everything. This woman is not somebody that you can discuss with or give her advice or tell her that something is going wrong. No, it's not her business because she's not here for that. She is only for make that money. That's all. Here's that the money is coming. Whether the quality is good or no good standard or no, is not her business. The only thing she cares that money is that money. So my brother, continue.
Hey, all right. Now you see how she said, I asked Reverend Domenica to reach out directly to Dr. NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI and explain the challenges we encountered. We invited her to the Zoom outlining our findings. Upon further discussions and testing, Dr. ORABUGBORO FULANI acknowledged that the proposed method could not meet the could not could not meet the intended objective of verifying applicants' identities via Zoom. Okay, NGOZI admitted, NGOZI acknowledged that it could not meet the Zoom, the standard of Zoom could not meet it. So she acknowledged that the proposed method could not meet the intended objective of verifying applicants' identities via Zoom. Okay, let's go to page 3. Okay, page 3. These developments highlights the need for a secure, reliable, and standardized process for authenticating diaspora ID applicants. Continued reliance on improvised or ad hoc solutions pose a risk to the integrity of the ID system and erodes trust among genuine Biafran applicants. Okay. Now, in following up on the report regarding these authentication concerns, an attempt was made to still encounter the challenges instead of implementing a more structured verification process. Dr. Orabugboro Fulani recommended that I schedule weekly meetings, specifically on Fridays, during which at least 3 cabinet members would be present to verify and authenticate applicants through Zoom to check their IDs as form of authentication. So even though they have seen that that will not work, she's still insisting that they should be going ahead. So what is the need of going ahead to bring the cabinet members every Friday? When you know that you have tried it, it didn't work. You sent Dominica to go and tell her. She came and she saw it. She saw that it is not something that will work. So what is the need of trying making this other attempt that she's making here? Because she said, Dr. NGOZI Orabugboru recommended that I should schedule weekly meetings, specifically on Fridays, during which at least 3 cabinet members would be present to verify and authenticate applicants through Zoom to check their IDs as form of authentication. While this suggestion aimed to introduce an unnecessary layer of oversight, in practice, it still proved difficult to implement consistently due to scheduling conflict and the limited availability of cabinet members, making my job more challenging. Okay. So, request for reinstatement of the old form. Now, it's getting interesting. In response to repeated requests from Biafrans, I contacted a team members to reinstate the old application form. However, due to ongoing disputes and confusion surrounding the current diaspora form, he advised that I obtain formal permission from Dr. NGOZI Orabugboru before proceeding. Okay. Before proceeding, to avoid further delays and internal conflict, I chose to focus on the 400 plus applicants whose completed forms had been verified and were ready for printing. This was a critical step taken to maintain the integrity of our process while ensuring that those who met the requirements under the existing framework were properly served. So you see, this woman, you knew that this thing was not secure. You knew that this thing didn't work very well. You knew that all these forms, even those that you have done, 400 people have already done something fake. 400 people have done Oluwole. So you chose to go ahead to print this 400 Oluwole ID card because you want to please NGOZI. You see what she did there? She decided to go ahead, even though she knew that that process was porous, it was useless, it was not effective, and there is no security in that ID card. She still went ahead and wanted to go on printing 400 Oluwole ID card.
Involved 400.
Just to please NGOZI. These 400 people paid $100. So $100 into 400.
$400,000.
Let me calculate it.
400.
About $40,000. Koya, baby.
400. 100.
100 100 times 400 equals to $40,000.
$40,000.
Okay, so that $40,000 was important, and at the detriment of their security, you want to collect $40,000 from NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI. Okay, background and financial overview of ID cards. This provides an update on the ID card printing process and financial transaction related to our contract with the designated printing company represented by Clement. The following information is based on records and communication dating back to December 29, 2024. According to a meeting held with Mazi Uche on December 29, 2024, he told me that a total payment of US dollars 135,000 was to be made to the printing company as a one-time payment for the ID printing services. $135,000. Okay. Now, I'll continue. As of the above date, 55,000 US dollars have been made to the printing company before I assumed the position. Subsequently, 213 diaspora ID application forms were forwarded to the printer, out of which 206 cards were printed. The remaining forms were not printed due to technical or data issues that require further rectification. Now, after this initial printing, by November 2024, the Department of Interior and Homeland Security was expected to continue the process from where Mazi Uche left off. Even as part of the handover, responsibilities were not clearly reassigned. Later, I was copied in an email outlining the next step. He scheduled a Zoom meeting to discuss the continuity of the project with the printing company. Unfortunately, further actions on the printing was hindered due to an inappropriate handover. Now, follow up with the printing company. All right. However, my team and I had a Herculean task working on the ID application forms, working day and night to make sure Biafrans receive their ID cards in the shortest possible time. We finished the first batch printing in March 2025 and finally uploaded it to the printing company on April 1st, 2025, following nearly 2 months without any update or delivery of the printed ID cards. Where are we now? I took the initiative to contact the printing company directly. On May 24, 2025, I sent an official email to their representatives inquiring about the delay in delivery, despite the agreed timelines discussed in our earlier meetings. Now we go to page 4. Due to sensitive nature of the documents involved in this correspondence, I will not attach those communications in this report, but they remain on file and can be referenced if necessary under appropriate confidentiality. Now, attachment 2. Email to the company and response. Dr. Dorothy stated in her email to the printing company, following your last email, we have been carefully considering the issue of the ID card data. However, as you may recall, during our last meeting with DPM, we agreed on your company's responsibilities, particularly concerning the smaller passport size for ID cards and other additional and others. Additionally, we sent you the request file through the link you provided. This was nearly 2 months ago. Despite this, we did not receive any confirmation or progress. Excuse me, reading this thing like this gives me a tug of war. This was nearly 2 months ago. Despite this, we did not receive any confirmation or progress update on printing the ID cards until your last email. Let me highlight it and then I'll read. I think this is better. It's better like this. I'll highlight and read. This delay is causing growing concern, especially as we have given the people of Biafra our word based on your assurance that once the file was submitted, the ID cards would be printed within a week, regardless of whether the application count reached up to 2,000. Relying on that assurance, we informed the applicants, many of whom have been waiting for over a year, that they would receive their ID cards this month. These are emailed to the printing company, okay? So now I highlight again and read, please. I'm sorry, bear with me. These things I'm not very used to reading long things like this. In this regard, we kindly request that you continue printing this current batch of ID cards. It is essential that we fulfill our promise to these applicants who have been waiting for a long time without further delay. Following this email, a meeting was scheduled. Okay, this is the end of that email. The end of the email is here. This is the end of this mail. Okay, now, following this email, she continues to write now. Following this email, a meeting was scheduled with my team on June 5, 2025, as a matter of urgency to discuss the handling process. Some response from the company. These are some response from the company below here. I can't work. Start any work. What is all this? I can't work. Start any work as the payment plan validated together was not respected on your side. Even if I manage to have all the data treated, I will not produce any card without payment settled as per our payment plan. Note, the department had a meeting with the printing company. Private meeting with the department was misinterpreted. Honestly, if I tell you I understand this part, I lie. You understand? I don't understand what she said here. This particular place, I don't really understand, because she said that this is some response from the company. He said, I can't work. Start any work as the payment plan validated together was not respected on your side. Even if I manage to have all the data treated, I will not produce any card without payment settled as per our payment plan. So the company is having problem with them with the payment. So they have not paid all the money and the company is having that problem. So she said, note, the department had a meeting with the printing company. Private meetings with the department was misinterpreted. How was it misinterpreted? I don't understand. So now we'll continue. Outstanding balance and response from printing company. Hey, outstanding balance and response from the printing company. Addressing the outstanding payment, contractual clarification, and administrative developments discussed during the cabinet meeting. The printing company officially communicated that no further ID cards will be printed until the remaining balance of $37,280 is fully paid. This position was firm and non-negotiable at the time of our communication. In response to this, we requested a copy of the original contract signed between the government and the printing company in order to understand the payment terms better, in order to understand the payment terms better and determine where the disconnect may have occurred. Now, haven't paid 55,000 US dollars from the ID haven't paid 55,000 US dollars from the inception of the ID plus 40,000 US dollars. We'll continue from page 5. The company's representative expressed willingness to revisit the contract if necessary and indicated openness to discussion regarding its terms should the government choose to renegotiate or seek clarification. Following these discussions, the company agreed in principle to proceed with printing the ID cards. However, they requested to be informed when the government will pay the full balance and stated that any further service is contingent any future service is contingent upon full settlement of the outstanding amount. I am also aware that the Biafra passport cost $35 US dollars to print 20 copies, which I disapprove of due to the outrageous cost. Do you understand? She said that I am also aware that the Biafra passport costs 35,000 US dollars to print 20 copies. Yeah, 35,000 US dollars to print 20 copies, which I disapprove of due to outrageous costs. How can it cost $35,000 to print 20 copies? Chineke, $35,000 to print 20 copies. Okay. Now, she disagreed with it because it was the cost was outrageous. During the cabinet meeting on June 20, 2025, Dr. NGOZI ORABUGBORO stated that she would formally hand back the ID unit to Mazi Uche. NGOZI wanted to hand over the ID, formally hand back the ID unit to Mazi Uche. Attachment 3, unsigned contract, Homeland Security. The unresolved challenges facing the Department of Interior and Homeland Security, the efforts made to address them, and the reasons for my decision to step down from my volunteer role. These are her reasons to step down. Now, let me highlight and read, please. Sorry, I highlight. Okay, and I'll read. Exclusion from Homeland Security oversight. Since the inception of this government, the Department of the Interior and Homeland Security has not been actively involved in matters concerning the security of our homeland. Despite our mandate, the department has been consistently sidelined and excluded from critical decisions and discussions relating to national security. To date, we have no knowledge or clear understanding of how the security of Biafrans in the homeland is being managed or coordinated. Now, you see, this woman is supposed to be the minister in charge of the homeland, and everything going on in the homeland, she's supposed to be updated, but she's saying that she knows nothing. Madam, do you know why you know nothing? It is because Orabugboro Fulani does not have control of anything in the homeland. Orabugboro Fulani is just deceiving all of you.
That is true. That is
you know, so what will she update you of? Because she's complaining now. She wants to know what is taking place in the homeland. She wants to know what NGOZI ORABUGBORO Fulani is doing in the homeland. She said that she is not aware of anything that is going on in the homeland. She doesn't know whether our people, how they are being secured or whatever. She doesn't know anything. The reason why you don't know is because NGOZI has nothing to tell you. She has no update to give you. She is looking for photoshops, looking for videos, how she would deceive you and manipulate you. That's what she's looking for. Shebi recently, yesterday, she came out to tell you that she has suspended Igwe Butuzo. She suspended Igwe Butuzo that she's not working with. Igwe Butuzo that have come out to tell you that she is an idiot. Igwe Butuzo said it in his last audio message that idiot called NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI. NGOZI cannot even approach Igwe Butuzo anymore. NGOZI does not know anything about Igwe Butuzo. And she comes out to tell you that she suspended Igwe Butuzo for 30 days. Now, Dorothy, it is such a pity that you have been used, but it is also good that you are coming out to speak. Thank you. Now, let me read this other paragraph. Let me highlight and read. Strategic recommendations were ignored. So she made a lot of recommendations, and it was all ignored. The department proposed a modern and efficient homeland security solutions, recommending the procurement of intelligence surveillances, security issues to enhance the homeland defensive capabilities. These security issues would report to a central command system and provide real-time intelligence to frontline defenders. In addition, the department compiled and submitted a list of equipment requirements to be provided to units working under the de facto structure. A copy of those recommendations is attached to this report for the cabinet reference. So some of the things she recommended that is needed for effective security in the homeland. Let's see what she outlines here. See attachment 4, security project. All right, let's see. Failed collaboration and lack of follow-up and lack of follow-through. Efforts to collaborate with Mazi Uche, who introduced 2 new members to work on the project alongside one representative from our department, proved unfruitful. Despite our willingness to work collectively, the collaboration lacked follow-through, communication, and shared accountability. Our department carried out feasibility studies regarding, number 1, estimated costs for intelligent and security issues. 2, verified procurement channel and suppliers. 3, community-based consultation and grassroots coordination, including locals and vigilante network in the homeland. All findings were presented to Dr. NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI along with a request for Department of Defense to participate in the planning meeting. So we'll go to page 6. Hey, we still have 3 pages to read. However, oh, to take time to write all these things is not easy. However, the defense representatives have not been involved or in attendance at the earlier 2 consecutive meetings, leaving the department in the dark regarding further progress. So every effort this woman made for her to be carried along, they ignored it. They never did anything about it. I have been picked up severely. What does she mean by this? I have been picked up severely. Let me read this part. The issue of not answering calls during a meeting does not warrant a suspension. This is not the first time a cabinet member have been called upon and they are not present to answer their calls. Some cabinet members have been called repeatedly in cabinet meetings without answering to calls when their presence is most needed. I must have stepped out of my seat during the Zoom meeting. Why should that be an offense that requires interrogation, leading to suspension? This is why I mentioned being picked up. Furthermore, Dr. ORABUGBORO FULANI made the decision instructing me to log out immediately after declaring my suspension. Okay, as engineer suspension, as usual, and most often with her unilateral decisions, with no one asking questions on important issues. Look at the point this woman made there. Let me highlight here. Let me highlight from here to here. Now, you said Dr. Orabugboro Fulani made the decision about her suspension. Ask him her suspension because now for her phone or Zaro or now for her meeting or Zaro because of that in your suspension. Dr. Orabugboro Fulani made the decision instructing me to log out immediately after declaring my suspension. As usual, and most often with her unilateral decision. So she makes unilateral decisions. So say I got put decide there something. So her decision must stand with no one asking questions on important issues. So Orabugboro Fulani will make a decision. Nobody will ask questions. Nobody will make any question her decision, and everybody will keep their mouth shut. So she's also affirming this here, that is what this shameless, idiotic Fulani stooge does. Finally, okay, let me read to this point. Finally, as I stated categorically during the late Finland redeclaration of Biafra, we aspire to a Biafra that will become the world's best country and transition to a credible government. The functions of the government as demanded by Biafrans are expected to be fulfilled. Not thinking about the security of the people is not a good sign. So she affirms here that NGOZI doesn't think about the people. And one point you must note here that she said is transition. You know that what NGOZI did is she just gathered these people and then she called them cabinet members. There was nothing like transitioning to a new system, transitioning to a new government, nothing like that. So we are supposed to, the right thing to do is to transition officially to a new government. So she mentioned it here. She said, let me highlight this place where she talked about transition. He said, finally, as I stated categorically during the Latin Finland redeclaration of Biafra, we aspire to a Biafra that will become the world's best country and transition. See this point she made here. Transition to a credible government. Transition to a credible government. So you know that you are not working in a government that transitioned properly. So there was no proper transition. And she was also working in that government that was not properly transitioned.
Okay, well now. So
application, let me read this. No, applicants' personal information was not included as standard ID on the application form. Letter to the printing company and response. According to the document, His Excellency did not sign this document. Instead, his name was inserted. You see, they inserted PM's name in a document that he did not approve and did not sign. You see, so many things that should make NGOZI Orabugboro Fulani go to jail for impersonating our prime minister. You see, so NGOZI Orabugboro Fulani should be going to jail for this particular reason, because you are inserting the name of our prime minister without his permission. These are documents that our PM is supposed to sign, and he didn't sign it. You just inserted his name. Look at it. According to the document, His Excellency did not sign this document. Instead, his name was inserted, unless there is another document. For clarification, the ID contract was not signed by the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. So the ID card contract was not signed by our Prime Minister. So NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI inserts the name of our prime minister, impersonate his signatures without his signing it. Do you understand? So a lot of crime that NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI committed that this woman is exposing here. Conclusion and her resignation. This is the conclusion and her resignation. So I read. In conclusion, after my suspension and the lack of reintegration into the platform till today, July 18, 2025, I have come to accept that my position is no longer needed or considered necessary. Within the structure of the USBG, I cannot work in an environment where my contributions are neither welcome nor valued, and where good counsel is consistently disregarded. Now, do you know that this woman is saying this thing now actually because she is under NGOZI ORABUGBORO FULANI suspension? So on her suspension, where they do this thing on a day. So she's exposing NGOZI because NGOZI pushed her out. You understand? That's exactly why because she's saying here, in conclusion, after my suspension and the lack of reintegration into the platform till today, so she was suspended and have not been put back into NGOZI's government until the 18th of July. Date start again 20. So as of 2 days ago, on they did this letter, okay, on a suspension. NGOZI reinstate here. So that is to say, NGOZI reinstated, she would have continued to work with NGOZI in this evil atmosphere of impersonation, of lack of credibility, of deception, of manipulation. So she's actually confessing here that she's doing this thing because I have come to accept that my position is no longer needed. So if her position was needed, she would have continued. So she's now, because she was not called back, she's saying that her position is no longer needed. A government that did not transition properly, a government that is fake, her position that was not voted, she was picked up to be this in NGOZI's government because she's not working in Simon Ekpa's government. She's not working in Brigi government. She's working in NGOZI's government. So for you to accept to work with NGOZI already shows how, lack of integrity that you have. That everybody in that side with NGOZI, you all lack integrity, you lack sincerity, you lack truth, and you lack justice. I don't know how to describe you people, but let me continue to read. He said, I cannot work in an environment where my contributions are neither welcome nor valued, and where good counsel is consistently disregarded. So she is admitting here that anybody that gives ORABUGBORO FULANI any good counsel, that counsel is always disregarded. Okay, now we'll continue to read. All right. Throughout my time with USBG, I offered ideas rooted in professionalism, inclusivity, and strategic development to ensure that our collective vision for Biafra remains strong. Now, you should know that there is no vision with NGOZI for Biafra that is actually for Biafra, because NGOZI is not working for Biafra. You should have known that before now.
Exactly.
So how can you be working with somebody who has openly disregarded Obatobie, openly rejected Obatobie, who has the opportunity to even go and see Obatobie and work with Biafrans and fall back to Brigi as Obatobie recommended? Now you are saying that Obatobie's signature is not there. What do you want Obatobie's signature to do in NGOZI's document when NGOZI have refused to obey Obatobie?
And I'm on a signature, will be done.
So in our church signature, Obatobie, he said, look at this place now. His Excellency did not sign this document.
Prison or sign no. No, I'm on me odo.
So that means to say, you know how important his signature will be, you know that he is important. If you admit that he's important, why did you not listen to him when he called you people to fall out? Leave this useless woman who doesn't want to listen to me and fall back to bring you where we are. You refuse. Now you are writing a resignation letter because you were suspended. He holds no water. As far as I'm concerned, you must go back and work with NGOZI. For me, she must go back.
Suspension can you direct on all resign?
No, any suspension. Any suspension. Nime suspension. I can't know where resign. Yeah.
Okay, suspension.
Because Genti hold the Genti. Can we go back to the previous paragraph? You need to listen to me when I read this place now. That this woman had not sincere to herself. She's just fake. She said, in conclusion, after my suspension and the lack of reintegration into the platform till today, July 18. So she has been suspended since. And as at 2 days ago, Abobata here back. So all can on a suspension, Ebone did this letter. So we see that I have come to accept that my position is no longer needed or considered necessary within the structure of USBG. I cannot work. Now, her position is not needed. So if your position is not needed, why are you talking about working? They don't want you to work with them anymore. Now, what she has done now, she has actually exposed them. We are happy that you exposed them, but you need to wait for them to call you back because you must continue to work under that wicked and evil atmosphere. Because for you to be saying that they have not reintegrated you, they have not called you back, even though you are admitting here that I cannot work in an environment where my contributions are not neither welcome nor valued, and where good counsel is consistently disregarded. And yet you were working there. You were suspended, and yet you were waiting to be called back. And because you were not called back, you are now saying that you cannot work. In this is just medicine after death.
Replace it with another criminal.
And the useless, gullible, brain dead people that I do not consider to be Biafrans, because there is no Biafran who has his head intact that will still be calling NGOZI our DPM, Agowai. You must be a brain dead person to continue to work with that useless woman. Now, I will read this paragraph again. Throughout my time with USB, I offered ideas rooted in professionalism, inclusivity, and strategic development to ensure that our collective vision for Biafra remains strong. This thing now, that is only a way they put their collective vision and their vision for Biafra. Only way, because these people, they are not working for Biafra, and they should have known this. Our collective vision for Biafra remains strong and sustainable. Unfortunately, the rejection of these contributions, such as the strategic data management for the diaspora ID card, has made it impossible for me to effectively carry out my role. So it is not that this woman, she rejected NGOZI. It is that NGOZI rejected her. I want people to understand, though, that I do not see sincerity in this her. That this woman rejected that now on her resign because of now all these things NGOZI name, or resign her because of all these things NGOZI name, or now NGOZI reject ya koji we resign ya. O kuru na ihe NGOZI name adịrọ mma. But abroad the reason Oji resign, the reason Oji resign now, but NGOZI akpọchi ahụ ya back. NGOZI akpọchi ahụ ya back. Ya ka Oji we resign. But on a eziokwu here that NGOZI ada NGOZI ihe ọ na-eme na ọ da-emeta, everything ọ na-eme against Obata Obi, everything ọ na-eme opposite of what Obata Obi want for Biafrans, everything ọ na-eme so that ka ndị Fulani wee bata n'ime Biafra wee rasa Biafra. Ọ na-eme ID card, ọ ga-abụ everybody can apply. Mandi Fulani, Mandi Awasa, Mandi Yoruba, Onobuna can apply for it and get it and come into Biafra and claim to be a Biafran. Yotago. So all this is Ngozi name. This woman when I call this Ngozi, when they reject ya upon all those ones, just because now on a phone or Zaro, Ngozi when you suspension. And not can animate the suspension, Ngozi, or when they resign is in now. Senior Charles, Niana busy with Ngozi, but Ngozi Apocha Kwabako. Here they lay emphasis to why I'm laying emphasis on this is because Ngozi, the person that I know very well, will come back out to hit back at this woman. Ngozi will hit back at her. So, Biafrans, be ready to see what Ngozi will do. Those of you that your brains are dead, that you will say, Ngozi will come and tell us what happened. This woman has said the truth of what Ngozi does. And she would have managed to continue to work if Ngozi needed her. Now, Ngozi has shown that he doesn't need her, so she wants to expose Ngozi's evil. And as she exposes Ngozi evil, Ngozi will come back to fight to validate herself, because she's going to put somebody else in her position. So expect that. So let me continue to read. Now, I read this paragraph now. I firmly believe that the growth of any nation or organization depends on collaborative leadership, mutual respect, and the recognition that no one person knows it all.
Exactly.
So history has shown that dictatorships do not foster lasting peace or progress. Rather, it is through unity, inclusivity, and valuing diverse perspectives that we build a nation that honors its heritage while securing the rights and dignity of all its citizens. Now, I remain committed to the vision I shared on December 2nd. Wow. Hey, this place, I get emphasis on this particular place. I remain committed to the vision I shared on December 2nd, 2024 at Lahti, Finland, redeclaration, while presenting the pre and post structure of the United States of Biafra. This particular point validates December 2nd as our declaration date, and she is validating it by this. Why is this not giving me? You see, this woman is validating December 2nd. On our validate December 2nd, on our affair here. December 2nd, on our validate as the date. Very important that you note that she said, I remain committed to the vision I shared on December 2nd. Because December 2nd, called their read here had this in message. So on our validated on all that day, on our validated as the day at Lahti, Finland redeclaration, while presenting the pre and post structure of the United States of Biafra. Very important. Now, page 7. After the okay, this is the final page. Very good. Page 7 is the final page. Okay. Page 7. An independent state of Biafra rooted in justice, equity, and respect for our diverse cultures, traditions, aspirations, and experiences. My hope is that the United States of Biafra will continue to uphold the ideals of quality and unity, the ideals of equality and unity, forging a strong, united, and sovereign future where every Biafran can live in peace, freedom, and pride. Okay. Doing the right thing and standing on the truth. Building a nation where governance is transparent, accountable, and accessible. Dorothy, A. December 2nd, 2024. That is what she read during the convention. Okay. In light of these updates, it has been an honor to serve, and I will always remain supportive of any effort that seeks to truly uplift and empower the Biafran people. Okay. Sincerely, Dr. Dorothy Anthony, Secretary, Department of Interior and Homeland Security. Secretary, Secretary, Department of Interior and Homeland Security, United States of Biafra. Now, when dog corporate, Gaza, the achịkọta ekwu ọnụ ọkọpịrị here ka ngwa afa. Pastor Jonathan Benjamin, Secretary, Commerce and Industry. Dr. Noriel Former, Secretary of Health and Human Services. Pharmacist Diana Ene, Secretary of Finance, Economic Development. Reverend Ebenezer Anene, Secretary, Housing, Urban Planning, Infrastructure. Ndawo Madano, achịkọta ekwu ọnụ ọkọpịkwara na this her letter. Okay. Oh yeah.
Nna m egochana. Now, here Fozi, how many hours will take this woman to read this?
What was here? I can go over there with Biafran teacher.
Yeah, Mazi, Chele. Ya no le ba maka maka ka eji. Ya madata no. Ya no lo here. So now you will know how many hours this woman take to write this, and you know the kind of bondage she is. Number one, I don't know what is her problem. Is this suspension? Is she above the government? If she do what is not right, the government will give her suspension. Why that is government is suspending her? Our wonderful government, four-man committee standing. I said I go tell her bad. My people, the phone is the line is open. My side and my brother's side. Make you if you want put talk, say something about this, call and say something. But remember, the person we are talking about is not a small fish.
No, it's not small fish. Chairman of the four-man
committee. It's not small fish. This is the big fishes. Sabato Obie group as a four-man committee. The saboteur four-man committee. The betrayed four-man committee. So now one of them say, I am not interested anymore. I don't want to work with you anymore. Now I can't tell us what NGOZI did not good. You see, about 8 pages. He didn't say anything. No, I don't see what he said. She said here. No, she never said anything. I want her to come out and talk to Biafrans. Biafrans want to know the truth.
Because us now, NGOZI bụ eze onye agwara m any advice on the reject ya consistently. So, so for her to help herself and help the gullible people that are following NGOZI, she needs to come out because Okuru about dictatorship. So that means NGOZI is acting in a way.
When NGOZI come out here, they say, this our destiny is the commander and the control. You know, Yaram. When this madam come out to tell them that we practice command and control. You know, Yaram. Now you go no say na dictatorship. Don't be dictator. No, after how many months? After 8 months. After 8 months, my brother laughed. She come.
And you are there. This woman is forging PM signature, copy and paste, using it in that's fake document, using it against the PM. You keep quiet, and they suspend you. You are now coming to talk because you now know that you are no longer needed. So if you are needed, you will still continue to work with somebody who is doing Oluwole.
Before I talk, say she resigned. But what I saw here, she didn't resign. Then suspend her. The suspension no go well with her. With angry, she decided to go resign. But what I will tell my sister is that make she know that there is no excuse. The damages is too much. I don't know from where and where she will. I don't know from where she and where to where she will start to start to it's in to amend the damages is too much. Amend is too much. Amend the mistake. And I call upon her to come to speak up to save life of our people, because for her to keep quiet, NGOZI will continue damaging she will continue damaging damage. She will continue damaging. She will continue the damage. They go now so. So my brother, I don't know if you have something to talk. Me, I don't get anything to say.
But we have said virtually everything. In fact, my point is to read this thing out so that Biafrans will hear for themselves and know that these are.
I want you to read also. You know that she resigned Igwe Butuzo. She suspended Igwe Butuzo.
Do you have the video?
I have this. I will send it for you now.
Okay.
So that make Biafra hear. How can you suspend somebody who don't work with you? Hello. Anna
mgbede ọma nne m, ada Igbo niile, ada aja
Anna
nwanne
mgbede ọma nwanne m. Na ema na akpọbụ n'ezigbo na program a afụbenye mana ya Chukwu gwa m na nke ihe dị ike ga-eme akwana ka nji kpọgụ mbụ wee sị ga-ada ndị mbụ na ama m ọdị aṅụrị na-enwe na program ahụ na-eme na ema na-ekwu okwu a n'ụfọdụ aja anaba siri ike onye anwakwana ya ọkachasị ka a na-azọ ya onye anwakwana ya onye ọbụla na-anụ unu nụrụkwa ya
aja anaba dịka chi chi ka ọwụ
onye ọbụla gbawakwa ọsọ ịma na ị chọrọ ịgbabata ugo mana ugo aghọtaghị ihe i kwuru ya jisikwa ike kama ihe na-agwa ya marakwa na aja na ọ bụghịkwa ka mgbe izi ibe niile a na-ekwukwa aja na Igbo na-anị ya ọkwa ka a ga-esi mechaa anyị ka a na-ekwu ibe a nne m jisi na ike ka a ghara igbu ogo nọ nne m biko ọzọ m chọrọ ịgwa gị na ụmụ aja na nọ na-atara anyị n'ịsụrụ anyị Igbo ọfụma anyị ji na-anụta mma nne m ka anyị na-anụta mmadụ ihe a na-agwachi anyị n'ọkwa n'Igbo
kwa ka ndị asị Igbo ji ahụ ibe akparaba njebe mmụọ aja na Igbo na na-esogharịba
anyị na-anụ kama ọba na-anụ ka anụ na ya na-achọ ịchụfụ ha na bebe na ndị mbụ na ndị ekele biko na-achụrụ anyị nne m biko nwanne m jisi ike Chukwu na ndị a na-agọziela m ụnụ nne m nsogbu adị nke a ka bido asịsha ka a ga-adọba n'ọrụ kama na-asha na mgbo ka a na-ashaba anyị
otu a ka ọ dị
a na-asha na mgbo ka a na-ashaba anyị kedu nke bụ na anyị ga nne m ọjọọ ugo jisi ike anyanwụ ụtụtụ ndị Igbo nne m jisi ike Chukwu na ndị a na-agọziela m ụnụ nne m na-asị nso ụtọ ya nụkwa ha onugwu nna ọ na mgbe Chineke gị na ha ebe na ahụ na-agba m agba mana ama na nke aishọt ama na aka Chukwu dị ya
Akachukwu dị ya nna m thank you
nne m jisi ike biko kelere m vamvava m nne jisi ike
Chimugozie
ise Chukwu na ndị a na-echere m ụnụ ihe eme n'ụlọ anyị ji ahụ n'ihu n'ihu mara ndị Igbo anyị ga-ana anya hụ n'ihu n'ihu onye Chineke biko short oge meziri anya nne m o jisi
O
ike
mezigo emezi ndị nna m.
pasa aja na arụchabekwa ha ọrụ ọgwa ha ihe aṅụrị sa arụchago
O bidokwara na-ebido.
nyụwabụ ịkpakwu ihe ọ ji anyị mete nne m jisi ike biko ka nne gị kwago nne m
Ndị nna
sụwara
m.
anyị Igbo ka anyị na-anụ mma
Ndị nna m ka chifu. O nwere onye nwere okwu. Ọ ka mma na ndị be anyị sị na abụ okwu. Ọnwụ okwu niile ndị ode na-ese atụ ya n'ilu. Ogologo akụkọ adị n'ụka mgbede.
Ụka mgbede.
So na nke a dị mma. My brother Vam, let me tell ka m gwa gị something. I watch the secretary of the state resign go. Amani nwere idea.
Okay, in the
homeland. Ebe watch now, ndị resign n'aka NGOZI now the most two powerful people. Well, na this is struggle. For secretary of state resign. Were kwuo iwe okwu adọdọ ma eji nye emebu jingle. Which I ma continue jikwa eme jingle. Because that for secretary of state he resign and some governors NGOZI na resign okwa. This our sister resign no. Is in fact ọ dịghị mma. Hello.
Hello. Ada anyo.
Anna bai.
Ada nwanne m.
Anna bai. Mgbede ọma, ụtụtụ ọma.
Echi anaghị agwụ. Ị ga-adị ka echi.
Ndị nna m.
Onye nwa chekwawa m, cheng n'azụ.
Ise.
Ya nwanne m, ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma, gị na ezinụlọ. Bamba ọka mmanwụ.
Ndewo.
Bamba ọka mmanwụ. Nwoke m kajara akaja.
Nwara afọ.
Ada sụkwara a ga-eke m ụdọ.
Azụbara ejegodo anyị ejecha ezigbote ụdọ. Anyị anwa ya maka na agaba nwe mmụọ ndị be anyị na-akpa agaba okwu mma ọ pụọla idis adọdụ. Anyị ejecha ezigbote ụdọ ma ya n'ukwu ọ pụ ha n'ahịa adọdụ ya.
Adọdụ ya azụ ka ghara ịgafe ụzọ. Chineke mere anyị ebere.
Bamba mesọ ọhịa tiyọ.
Asa gịnị mere? Ahụta n'ikwu nna be anyị.
Mesọ ọhịa ịkụsọ ọhịa itinye ya ọkụ ọ na-ere.
Gụkwusuo fa bandị anyị na-asị ya kusuo fa ịkụsuo fa ga-amụnyefe ọkụ ya kpụtụwa.
Ife ha n'ọkụ ọ na-eri na-eje ka ị na-eje.
Ndị a dịkwa egwu. I don't know. So this ndị a niile but all these people ndị a gụrụ akwụkwọ karịa NGOZI. Mana ihe karịa NGOZI, nwee sense karịa NGOZI. Bịa nọrọ under her.
This woman onye awa onye Igbo. Agwara m unu na onye Igbo ọnwụ na nwere conscience. Onye Igbo ọnwụ na n'ọwụchi NGOZI awụrụ onye Igbo.
Chonu. Gaa na ntị.
Nna m.
Mgbe ahụ NGOZI gara aga wụta 18 million ejiri mere solidarity march na were flag anyị gbakwado ụkwụ n'ala zogodo ya ụkwụ. Ọ na-enwede spiritual eye, ọ na-amada ihe gara dị ya. Ọ na-amada ọjọọ
ife ekwu na ụfọdụ amarọ n'ụlọ.
Yes. Ihe nwaanyị ihe mere dị adị omimi. Ihe agbagojuru ụkwụ anaghị ebili. Mgbe ị gburu onye iro m gbazodo ya ụkwụ, that is igbe imetọla onye final ogere ebili again. So ndị niile o wetara na ihe na ma ihe niile ihe hụrụ na-eso ha niile tapushon no America ga-enwere ga-ewelite ọnụ n'ebe ọnụ o so n'ihe ọgwụ. Are you getting me? That is ihe diwe gwọra ya ọkwụsị ya mee ka ọ mere ihe ọ na-aghọta. Ndị some of people ha ghọtara m mgbe m dere that thing hụ flag ya were otu okpozodo were ka esi mba. So ya were mana m na-ajụgodo ndị be anyị ewu ndị be anyị ndị Igbo nọ nwa akwado ihe. Some ndị Igbo nọ nwakwado ihe ka m na-ajụ ụnụ. Onye biri reasonable Igbo maara ihe Immediately over to be issue. Anything passport, anything document have been suspended. I don't for that notice. Only
Yes.
We're going to for shit. That one on get with all in that why to get the right place. Allow you maybe every document on GM. Even that woman, even that woman are made it one year mala. Oh no, here maybe ya banket. I know all of them. NGOZI ORABUGBORO. Man, on social media, they know. But to do take her for even somebody like go 247. Oh mama, you go okay, mama.
Yes.
You go okay, mama. He knows. Oh, but that is for how long can I do? But do I for time come and tell my dad very day? They will the NGOZI ORABUGBORO will still call him back. Say, Diana, you're getting Arachakwane. Makonyoza, Ego. As going to be and he only in a saga is all a conscience immediately. So, yeah, but on the buy because I'm working on. They go to Africa $40,000. Believe me, that 40,000 would any men on ground. I'm telling you true. Every men on ground, man, that one a born. Only metal fundraising a lay born. All on a Judo na ajiju. Onye ọbụla nwụrụ afọ Igbo wụ Biafra kpachapụrụ anya na-eso NGOZI ORABUGBORO ezo oge nkere. Believe me, ọnụ bụ ndị arụrụmala. Adara ma a na-ekpere na-ekpere. Ọ na ihe NGOZI ORABUGBORO na-eme na-emete ya yara oge Chukwu nkere Aịzaya anya ọkụ. Ya jụrụ nọ na mma. Ụlọ filiri ihe ọ na-eme enwere otu o siri ha gbagado mgbe okpuru gbagado ọgbata obi ha gbagado mgbe okpuru megide this our struggle ya dịrị ụlọ na mma let it be with all of you ma dịka ma ha na-eso ya mana ọ bụrụ na ọnụ ma conscience ọdụ ma gbuo ụlọ na ihe nwaanyị a na-eme o meteghị ihe ọ dị na-eso ya ihe ka NGOZI ORABUGBORO ya kpọọ n'ihu ihe ọbụla mere na ndụ ụlọ ọ ga-asabọta ochiri sabọta ọgbata obi ihe ndụ ụlọ ga-abụ sabotage ọnụ ga-asabọtaji ọnụ ọ ga-asabọtaji ọ ga-asụ n'afọ nwa ọnụ mụtara amụta ga-asabọtaji ọnụ nwunye ọnụ dobe n'ụlọ ma ọjọọ ndodobe ga-asabọtaji ọnụ one by one believe me ọ gara adịrị ha na mma because ha kpachapụrụ anya were na-emegide chi n'ụwa ha na-awụda anyị nwa ndị nọ na social media abụọ nọ tatata they know that that thing nwaanyị these two group na-eme adịghị mma ha nọtụkwa dị a na-asọpọtụ arụ awụgịrị na-eme ọrụ cherenụ ọkwata ụlọ na Ghana egodi ihe Ghana na-ekwu ihe Ghana na-ekwu about us
ọwụ kwa sọnsọ Ghana the whole Africa
owu metụ ụlọ na ahụ
mme ji eme program echi
anyị gbakọ n'ọnụ not our freedom like Israel enwere their home state homeland na-edefend ya kwuochem economy ha na-ebu umu ọ nọrọ onye nyekwara onye akpachagịrị arachagịrị iji ere onwe ya ndị nọrọ n'ụlọ na-atụ ụmụnne ha aka n'azụ ha Chineke nna ọnwụ gịnị na-eme ndị Igbo chekwana nnọchi chere ụlọ nwụrụ chere na ụmụ ụnụ Kraịst ọsọ na-echere maka m chere maka ụmụ ụnụ chere maka ụmụ chere maka future of Igbo land Igbo niile agbafuchiri ala Igbo agbafuri ala ha dịrị ịga na every village na ma kindred ịga na village na hụ 10 good men ahụ ziri oke young men ikere ahụ ya onye ọ pụọla ndị wee egwuregwu ndị wee agbafuchiele and they are not coming back obiọma apụ ọ nọrọ na-akọ ndị na-azụ ụlọ ọnọkwa ọgwa mba mba ọ nọkarịa ya ọnọkwa adịghị ma ọ nọkarịa ya ọnọkwa ịma mmadụ agwọ na-akparị ya I'm among the people, but I follow the truth. And I will watch. NGOZI ORABUGBORO, surrogate. See, yes, as long as this thing comes from Obato, you should not know Obato, comes to me. But at the end, even that first speech, I was saying, why I talk, I madam, so you should go. Clean yes. Unsanya will take 1 year carry, only can make Obato. Madam, that is paint the copy at that time, or take or try in the copy. That is a lady here in America wonder to shine. At the end of the day, nothing. What is the decentralization of them and everything? I say, but But I'm still supporting that time because of Adadi Oram. But Adadi Oram as a fall back. See, yes, because I don't just come and follow anybody. Until it better seen the truth. Now point here, now hit here. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, our people who somebody for children finance, children defense, and the things that are 8 months. And when you make everywhere, and you Bakasi that film flat. Mark and the Canon and Orlando Kigo, was a native. Our leader will also okay, we don't know. And all now Kigo state that. Oh, you forget.
And I can plan everything to bring it up. We must state down.
That is it.
Yeah.
Over in the even that day, what men of defense, yes, support, but at the end of the day, everything will rubbish. Again, they're going to since 7 months in Jamaica. What do you do with that money?
You will bow and tell her.
How can you sack somebody that is not working with you? Your name is employed. You know, sack it. I want to make one here now. I want to put but that is giving. That woman. I'm telling you. Somebody from the beginning gives you across the rabbi wire. If I get caught out, they want on your house. Now you are sacking somebody you do not employ. You never employ cannot. On you never cannot. You want to be going goes on about flan. On you never cannot. You want to make one. Oh, but to be against the signature. Yeah, he had to prison. He had to get money. You know, you got to let the come in and the guy get letter. And they go and the way. Shame on you.
It's what the shame on her.
It's a who are you? One can go out to the telephone call. I want to go back to the Emogaga. People are on the same area. Got the guy, grab all. Your name, just so much on now. About that, you are a man, bring you soon. Biafra United, Biafra United, one guy is all passion. All of my these people, that is it. All of these people, Biafra United, to the Yafu. See that one stand up. Who are you? On your corner.
Now, finalize.
That is it. Oh, now. You see me? Oh. I'm telling you. Elizabeth, I gotta make Peter the Rock. I gotta make Peter the Rock. Come on here.
He said.
Thank you. But Ngozi kakwara obi so Ngozi is nature why Ecuador all this why suspend there. Oh yeah na the woman na-ese
Ngozi achọrọ ịma onye wu. Ngozi ebe a ka m fụchara ihe bido n'isi fụma. This woman nwere agenda. She's here only for that agenda ahụ ya. Hello?
Adị Igbo niile.
Na nne m otego.
Yeah, mana ana m awọch unu here and there. Abata m na ihe na WhatsApp ihe na Zoom yesterday, but anọghị m anọ because ana m aba in and out. Ịghọtago, enwere m aṅụrị ikuku mmụọ batalụ. Adị m very happy. Ọ na ha, the family na ha anọkọnọta vam. Ekene dịrị ọnụ ndewonu. Biko nụ nwaanyị mkpụrụ mmiri a eziokwu m niile. She needs to be sued for for falsifying Obata Obiesi using his name without his consent. Manyawa ma oge nkere needed to be sued for fraudulence. Hannibal.
Yes.
ịghọtago biko nụ briji ahapụkwa na mmadụ na-abụọ a na-apụta kịta na-asa asịsa eziokwu na-apụta ihe mmụọ ala Igbo na ha achụgharị ha ọkwa ị na-aghọta biko na unu ete ekwe n'ihe ihe a niile nwaanyị a dere unu ete ekwe na likely investigate on that nwaanyị mkpụrụ mmiri Ngozi Orabufulani kosna gịnị wa afa ya biko no only dikwere especially in America you don't always look about Obiano here. How can you be using people's information and they gano ebe ọ nọ gafee oge na-aga ebe ahụ ịma ya mma n'azụ ịghọtago ezienu ugo 419 ugo 419 amaghị ebe ọkwụ akwụ ọ dapụtazi na their fundraise and ihe niile a still ọ nọkwa n'ebe ọ nọ na-eghe asị ọ chọghị igwe eziokwu I don't know how why these people are this confused.
Ngozi ji ya mkpụrụ amụ
kedu ihe nwaanyị a ji wee kpuchi ha niile anya ihe na-ewute m ọbụ these people like ikuku mmụọ bidoro from day one na-ekwu na these people na-edeceive Biafra. Why would Biafra allow these two to insult them in this magnitude? Well, why everybody mkpuchi anya jiri Biafra and ọbara ụmụ Igbo ọbara ala Igbo wee na-enrich themselves every time ha pụta akọla anyị ogologo akọsa anyị ọbata obi atụ ọrụ ha ego ha ebulu nakpuo people na-ata especially ụmụaka anụnwa na-enyere anyị aka to protect our land. Ịghọtago? So bikonu ma na ihe a ga-eme ha needed to be investigated, ha needed to be sued. This is terrible what they are doing. Bikonu asị ka mkpọ ọnụ kene ọnụ ada Igbo niile biko ndewo daalụ isoro nwaanyị a there is a reason Chineke ji sị gị sobie isoro gate na-enyocha ha inwetacha all necessary information isi ebe ahụ pụta wee gbawa ya n'anwụ Chineke na ha eme ebere kịta ndị otu ya niile ahụ na ha pụta oge nkere Chineke agbago ya n'anwụ vam irregret na isoro oge nkere ọ dị mma na isoro ya chọpụtacha ihe ọ na-eme the same way ada dị ọra mma ji wee so Ngozi chọpụta ihe ọ na-eme so gị nwa na-ekwu maka Ngozi and ihe ịma vam na-ekwu maka oge nkere there is a reason for this season na-echefukwa na nke a so onye chọrọ ikwu ihe ọ na-ekwu mana anyị ghọtara ihe na-aga o nwere reason everything na-enwe reason na-enwe season nkwaruo oge ya ọda so there was a reason why iji wee sobe oge nkere diligently wee chọpụtacha ihe na-eme wee fụ na ọ bụghị ya iwee pụta tibe mkpu
ọ pụtaghị nne m ọ pụtaghị oge nkele jiri aka saki onwe from the brigade o jiri aka ya mkpu onwe wee pụọ wee jee mepee grupu nke Janjaweed alama jiri terrorist grupu oge nkele so onye nwawa onye plapụ na onwe mgbe vam so because ha nchedi na vam aka nọkwa na the house ọbata obi elive
original bridge
yes original bridge so oge nkele adọkara na
mmụọ anyị Igbo na-achụ ha mmụọ anyị Igbo na-achụ ha niile mmụọ anyị Igbo na-achụ and ha abụghị ọkwa ha akwọkwa mana Chineke ya eji amara na-achụpụta ha niile Biafra ga-abịa ada ọ ga-abịa n'anya anyị niile ike agwụ n'ụlọ jisi n'ike anyị chọrọ ihe ụlọ na-eme mmụọ anyị Igbo nyere anyị aka chekwaba ụlọ niile ngwa jisi n'ike bye nọ
Ada ọ na-akwụkwọ start ka
anyị anakpu ịma ị na-eje ọrụ ana na holidays mba gịnị makwa amịnị ya wasa ị nọrọ na
no need ịbịa gụba ihe nke bute ụzọ ahụ because ọ ime Ngozi n'onwe ya mana ya bụ idi
ọ foolish ọ dị ọ bụ na ihe agụnwe ya gụọ ọnya ọ ha foolish Biafra sefe ha foolish ọ dị ịsa ka whole general gịnị ya dị alụkọ general wepụtara na voice ya wee kwuo sị I'm not with Ngozi wee kwuo ya open na social media ịbịa desi na ị na-enye 1 month suspension nna nwaanyị a ezigbote mkpụrụ mmiri nwaanyị mkpụrụ mmiri ka ọ wụ eziokwu ndị na-ata akwụkwọ ole nwanne m nwaanyị mkpụrụ mmiri onye ahụ ezigbote mkpụrụ mmiri nwaanyị ọ gbakakwa ya agbaka o
ada ebe ọ ji ọ dịghị maka anyị gụọ ya for me o onye dịka ana asụrụ ya n'ezie Biafrans you hear that she's a foolish woman. No need ya na asụrụ ya news ya because she knows that she's enweghị jikọ ya na butu ụzọ
na-akwa
enwere ihe jikọ ya na butu ụzọ ka nke bụ na I suspend butu ụzọ
ya nyere 1 month suspension Dorothy na-agwa ndị be anyị ndị Igbo the real Biafrans Kano with Ngozi mara amara dachi na ị naghị eme ụmụnne gị mma ị na-eme ụmụnne gị njọ and ọ dịwago too late go nwa onye ahụ ịpụta na-ekenekwa awa sista nke pụtara apụta swallow everything because ife omela adụ ọkwa izi o ka m gwakwa gị eziokwu ọhụrụ mmadụ niile take this action o tekiri eziokwu wee pụta wee mee Ngozi expose because o mere ya complete expose here ọ dụghị easy and ọwụ na Ngozi pipe low ọ dị ready to expose her more ọkwa ịghọta na mana ife nna Chimeka our sister mara ọdachi mere ya expose o Biafrans amara na onye ọnwụ ime ya expose o Biafrans amara na onye ọnwụ so I need is much exposition from ndị so enu ime ka Biafra were mara who is Ngozi so ụmụ aja na asị m ekene m unu niile na-asị unu Chineke m gọziele m unu mmaji kwuru mmaji mma hapụ unu ka unu na-akpọ ụra hapụkwa nwanne nwoke vam ka ọ na-akpọ ụra mgbe o lụrụ echi ka anyị bidokwa ebe anyị kwụsịrị vam nwanne m kene ụmụnne gị
ndewo na ụmụ Biafra ụmụ Chineke ụmụ aja anụ all of you ndị anyị na-agbara mbọ ka anyị make sure that na nobody is deceived, nobody is led astray. Ụmụ Chineke kwuru na kwụsie ike n'eziokwu kwụsie n'ike na ihe unu na-eme unu ada na mba. It won't take time, obere oge anyị anaruo ọbata obie kwụsịrị ike ihe ọ na-eme for us. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwụsịkwara ike ihe ọ na-eme bụ for anyị nwa. So ka anyị nwa na onwe anyị ghara lose hope or confidence in them because eziokwu kwuru onwe ya ịnọ ha na n'eziokwu ị mara ebe ị nọ ntu anyị nọ na onwe onye ọbụla ga-agba ihe ọbụla anyị na-ekwu agbagha ọ kwuru onwe ya kwụrụ chim. So let us continue mechukwu kabịa ma nyere anyị aka anyị ga-ejeru n'udo ise kachifo na ụmụ
ụmụ aja